Whatever. I have to talk about this.
Obviously, you have to talk about those. That.
Oh, let's. Okay, we have to get started, but let's.
That's what. I'm waiting for your cue, sister.
Hey everyone, today is my first cooking show / class with my very good friend McKinley Prince. She is a wonderful chef and cook, and so thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited. Mostly I'm hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry. We also got matching aprons.
She's the sassy one.
Stop staring at my mitts.
Stop it.
So, I think the bottles are in the way. Anyway, yeah. And she got the cute, flowery, girly apron.
Pockets. It's all about the pockets.
Yeah. So we're ready. We're prepared. We have our aprons on, and we feel pretty responsible in the kitchen. So, why don't you tell us what we're making today for my wonderful clients who only have 30 minutes in the kitchen or less?
This is a recipe that my sister and I discovered when we were living in Australia, and we were really poor and it was really hot. We were lucky that there was this market like 2 blocks from the house that was really fresh and really cheap. So this recipe is a cold noodle dish. It comes together really fast. It's really versatile in that we're cooking it with chicken today, but I've made it with shrimp, and it's awesome with shrimp. You could also make it with tofu if you don't want any meat in it. It keeps really well overnight, so you can have leftovers the next day for lunch. And everyone I've served it to has loved it. Seriously, everyone. It's really flavorful and really fresh and really filling without being heavy. And I've probably made it at least a dozen times.
Nice.
Easy
So
fast.
everyone's in for a treat today, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You've got all these bottles and concoctions and all this stuff to throw in to make it really tasty and absolutely really, really fresh. So looking forward to it.
First thing we're going to do is we have our chicken already here. We just sliced it up into about like 1 centimeter slices. And we're just going to make a really quick little marinade. We're just going to let it marinate for a couple of minutes while we're doing a few other things. So that garlic clove we're going to put in. So you can smash that right on in there. And we're going to squeeze some fresh lime juice as well. Just right over the chicken. Hold that over the bowl while you smash it, Sonja. Did you smash it? You gotta smash it harder. Smash it all the way. Use your muscles. I know you've got them.
God,
Come on.
I have them?
Come on. It is a big clove. I usually make Mike do this.
It's huge!
I usually make Mike do
Oh
this.
my God! It's not going.
Oh, I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if I can do it. There we go.
Yeah!
There we go. Look at all that
Nice,
garlic.
nice.
So let's chuck that garlic in there. Nice.
You're the
fresh
woman.
garlic. All right.
Sweet.
So I'll give you a couple of limes to
Okay.
squeeze in as well. So squeeze these in. Get lots of, and that's it for the marinade. It's just lime, fresh garlic. You could use bottled lime if you have it, but I find fresh lime is so much easier and deliciouser.
Yeah, it's always nice to have fresh lemon or lime.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So fresh lime. Alrighty, so we're gonna get this in here, give it a little bit of a stir so everything gets a little touch of that garlic and lime. I'm just gonna let it sit for just a couple of minutes. Doesn't need to marinate for like half an hour, lots of those crazy marinades. A couple of minutes is gonna do it.
Yeah, nice and short.
yeah.
Short and sweet.
So our main base for this is a noodle dish. It's vermicelli. I'm making it with brown rice vermicelli. You can make it with white, but the brown is better for you and tastes just as good.
Okay.
So we're going to put this whole package.
We're all about healthy over here, especially in Sonja's kitchen.
We're mostly about delicious.
Healthy and delicious.
Healthy
no
and delicious.
compromise.
I'm about healthy too. I just really like it when it's delicious.
Absolutely.
So we just chuck those noodles in the boiling water. They only take about 2 minutes to cook. Not even, not very long. And so I'm going to get you, Sonja, to chop those beans up into little like 1 inch or 1.5 inch chunks. Probably about like 2/3 of the bag. Fill that little bowl.
Okay.
So let this chicken go. I'm going to turn the heat on the pan so we can get that pan warming up. And what I'm going to cook the chicken in is some coconut oil. You could use olive oil as well if that's what you have. I like the coconut. I think it's got some awesome health properties. I like the way it tastes. I like the way it cooks. So that's what I do. My cooking oil.
Yeah, and you can use coconut oil for anything.
Anything you can use olive oil for, except dressings. Nothing like that. But if you're cooking, anything you can saute, fry with olive oil, you can do with coconut oil. And it's so good for you. A little bit bigger. Like an inch. There we go.
Sweet. Yeah.
And just chuck it into that bowl.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends, she always uses coconut oil for moisturizer on her face.
Yeah. You can use it for a homemade deodorant, which is actually what I'm wearing today.
Oh, yeah?
Coconut oil and baking soda, a little bit of starch. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, amazing product. Yep. Keep doing the beans. Just getting this coconut oil melting down a little bit.
You're so demanding.
Well, yeah, that'll happen.
Putting me to work.
I don't know how to work tomorrow, so it's okay. Alright, so the noodles should be done. They only take a couple minutes just until they get soft pretty much, and then they're done.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is pull the noodles out of here, but I'm not going to dump the water because we're going to blanch the beans, and I don't want to boil a whole other pot of water. So we're just going to scoop the noodles out.
So the reason that I started doing these cooking videos was because I know my clients want easy, quick recipes. They're busy women, and they want to be efficient in the kitchen and feed their families, healthy, tasty food and themselves. And so I thought having a video that you could follow along with for ideas would be, great for the clients. So here we go, video number 1.
I'm so excited about this recipe. I love it.
I'm excited about it too. I've never tried it.
So when those beans are all chopped up, we're going to toss those in the boiling water. We're just going to blanch them for like 30 seconds, not for very long.
30-second blanch.
30-second blanch.
Coming up.
And I'm just going to cool off. I'm just going to rinse off the noodles. Yep, into the boiling water.
Okay.
And I'm going to rinse the noodles and cool them down. Okay.
So beans are boiling. We've
Yep.
got about 20 more seconds to blanch them, and then we'll take them off. This is fun.
It is fun. All right, where's our big salad bowl? Our big, beautiful
Right here.
salad bowl.
It's clear and gold.
All right, so we cooled down our noodles a little bit.
Here we go.
Shake them out. Just gonna pop those right in there.
Voila.
Voila.
Okay.
Beans are probably
Beans
pretty
are ready.
close. That's in 30 seconds?
Yes.
All right, so we'll toss the beans too. So the beans, we're not really cooking them, we're just blanching them a touch. And again, we're going to cool those down right away. They're going to keep their bright green color if you cool them down right away. They're going to be nice and crisp and juicy and delicious. Water's a great hold. All right. Oh, right.
Do you want me to turn the stove off?
Yeah, you can turn the one off. The frying pan should be hot enough. Is the frying pan hot?
Yeah.
If that's hot, you can toss the chicken in. Actually, just dump that whole thing marinating all right in there.
Chicken, marinade, garlic, lime, going in.
Yep.
The saucepan. The hot pan. There we are.
And our beans are going into the bowl with the noodles. All right, yeah. Can you work on that chicken? You get it?
Yeah, I've got the chicken.
All right, so now
I've got the meat.
You got the meat.
Tastes like chicken.
It better taste like chicken.
I hope it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, we're going to have issues if it doesn't taste like chicken.
Please taste like chicken.
Okay, we are also going to put in a red pepper.
Nice.
I'm going to slice it up into nice thin little strands and chunks.
Oh, this is smelling wonderful. Nothing like garlic.
Fresh garlic. Yeah, it's so good. So we're going to chop our red pepper up just into strips. Nice little thin strips. Remember, we're going to be eating with the noodles and those beans. We kind of want everything to be sort of the same size-ish.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. We're not cooking it. It's a bigger difference if you're cooking, but we're not cooking any of this. It's all cold and going into here.
And that's another thing with this dish. You can have it for dinner or for lunch, and then when you go to work the next day, you can take it as lunch because it doesn't have to be, warmed up. So,
also
great
a
idea.
really great dinner party dish because you can make it beforehand, and then when the guests get there, you're not busy cooking it. You can be making appies or drinks or whatever else, and you don't have to actually be cooking. It's great in the summer. It's great to take to barbecues as a potluck dish. It's awesome.
So, why don't you tell everyone what got you into cooking in the first place? Because I've seen McKinley in the past couple years really transform and just turn into the cooking guru and raw foods. And I mean, she does everything, but she's really gotten into the raw foods lately. And her dishes are just phenomenal looking. And so, what's propelled you to really step into it?
I don't know. It's something that, I love to eat. Okay, first and foremost, I think that's the important thing is that I love to eat. Eating to me is an adventure. I love trying different things. I love different flavors and different textures. I would have a really hard time if somebody said you have to eat the same thing every day for the rest of your life. Even if it was this dish, which I love, if they said you have to eat this every day for the rest of your life, I would be miserable.
Yeah.
It really is an adventure for me, and cooking is just kind of an extension of that adventure. I love going out and trying different restaurants. I love traveling, and a big part of traveling is the food and different cultural foods and having things like fresh mangosteen when I was in Vietnam was incredible. It's just a flavor that was so amazing, and you don't get them here. And food is an adventure. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the flavor.
Yeah.
And like everyone else, I want to be healthy. I want to be active. I want things that are going to be fast. I don't have a lot of time to spend on. Sometimes I do, but more often than not, I want something just as quickly as everyone else does.
Yeah. And I think...
Oh, by the way, we're throwing some green onions in now. We've got all the red pepper in our salad bowl here. Green onions are next.
And I think with so many people, too, is they get stuck on the same breakfast, the same lunch, and the same dinner, week after week. And I know a lot of my clients say, I just need ideas. I don't know what to cook. And it's not like there's a shortage of recipes. If you Google, there's millions of recipes to choose from, but which are healthy? Which ones actually taste good?
Which are fast?
Which ones are fast, right? Which ones can I make and eat the next day or the next day, right?
For sure, and it's a little bit scary. It's an experiment that you don't know if it's going to go well or not, and most people really just are uncertain. Cooking can be hard. I grew up in a family where my mom cooked for us, but she was a young mom. She had 4 kids, and we didn't really eat anything interesting. Steak and potatoes, spaghetti, lasagna. The basics. It was good and it was all homemade, but we didn't branch out a lot, and I really didn't start branching out my horizons. So I was not a good cook. I was not taught well in the kitchen. I was not a good cook. Cooking for other people was always really hard for me because when I did start cooking it was when I was in school and things, and I was cooking for myself. So cooking for more than one was really tricky. Proportions were hard, and it stressed me out. I didn't want to do it. Chili peppers next. I have 2 little red Thai chilies here.
Red hot chili peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started.
That's who we should have playing in the background.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I really started cooking more when I started traveling. I had some roommates when I lived in New Zealand that cooked these really simple, beautiful, amazing meals. One taught me how to cook Thai green curry.
Nice.
So good, so easy, just amazing. Another one taught me to cook pumpkin soup, which at that time was mind-blowing. We don't use pumpkin for anything here but jack-o'-lanterns. So someone cooking with pumpkin, I was like, what?
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is I think people are always scared, I know I am, to try a new recipe. They're like, what if this doesn't turn out? Well, then it doesn't turn out. Keep trying.
And that's frustrating because you want to eat it and you're hungry and you spend all that money and time and
Yeah.
it's frustrating for sure. I've done that where I've made recipes and didn't pan out so
Me
well.
too. I started to try to make a certain baked good for a friend of mine, and wow, I messed it up a good 4 times. And I'm a baker, and so, really upset. I can't get this recipe. I don't know how to make these damn things. But, just experiment. I think you need to let go a little bit and just have fun with it and don't make it so serious.
And that's just it. Cooking can be really stressful for sure, but the more you decide to enjoy it, the more enjoyable it's going to be.
It's true.
And once you get the basics down to, once you are a little bit comfortable in the kitchen, all sorts of worlds open up and it becomes a lot easier and a lot more fun. It really takes just doing it. Like anything else in the world, you're not going to get better at it until you do it.
For sure.
Cilantro. I just chopped up some beautiful fresh cilantro.
I can smell it.
Smell it from there?
Yeah.
So good. Fresh herbs make any meal. If you have fresh herbs in a dish, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So fresh basil is one of my favorite things in the world. So I have fresh cilantro and I have fresh mint that was going into this beautiful salad dish. I really call it a salad. It's not a salad. It's just a noodle dish, but it's cold. So
Yeah, it's a full meal. It's balanced. You've got, your proteins. You've got some fat in there with the oils, and you've got lots of veggie, and you've got your rice.
So I'll give you some more.
Yeah, so very much balanced meal. And I wanted to say to everyone watching, if you have any recipes that you'd like to see made, send them our way, and
I'm always up for a challenge.
For sure, maybe we'll feature it on one of our little cooking segments like we're doing today.
Not too much of a challenge. I don't do like duck breasts or anything Julia Child has.
No, Julia Child.
I love Julia Child. I think she's amazing.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
But again, we do want to keep it simple because that's who this is for. This is for my clients who are busy and who just want something tasty, healthy, that's quick for their family and for themselves.
Speaking of quick, we're almost done. We have our beautiful noodle bowl here, which has our noodles, our cooked beans, the blanched beans, the red pepper, the chili pepper, the green onions, and both kinds of herbs. We're going to toss this around a little bit.
It's very colorful.
Really colorful, really fresh. How's that chicken coming?
It's coming. It's almost there. It wants like at least 1 more minute.
Good, because we have to make a dressing still.
Perfect. Nicely browned.
So I love making my dressings in little mason jars because you can just chuck the lid on, give it a shake, all good to go. You can also just make it in a little dish or a measuring cup. I love the mason jar. So I've already got some coconut palm sugar in here. The recipe calls for cane sugar. You can use white sugar, brown sugar, whatever you have on hand. I love coconut palm sugar. I think it's the healthiest. It's the tastiest. That's what I use for most of my cooking and baking. So we're also going to put in, I know what I have, we don't know the amount. And I want to make this precise for you guys, because usually I cook like this.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and I know for my mother, that scares the crap out of her. She thinks if she puts in a milliliter extra of something, that the recipe will explode.
Cooking is pretty forgiving. Baking, you really have to watch your mouth. Cooking is pretty forgiving, but when you're starting out, follow the recipes, and then you can figure out your own tastes and what you like. If you make something you like it a little sweeter, you can add a bit more sugar. If you like it a bit tangier, add a little more lime juice. If you just tailor it to your taste, and you'll know. And make notes. Don't be afraid. I have beautiful, expensive cookbooks, and I write all over them. Good, bad, add more of this, add less of that, so that I know the next time I go to make it. Did I like this? Did it turn out well? Was it too sweet? Was it too... So print recipes off the internet, which is what I've done with this one. I've printed it, and I just have a little binder where I keep the printed ones. or write in your cookbook. Don't be scared.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So sweet chili sauce, we have a tablespoon of sweet chili sauce I've added in here, and I had a tablespoon of the sugar. Next we are doing some fish sauce. Fish sauce scares a lot of people. It's called fish sauce. What it is, it's just...
I don't like the smell.
Don't smell it. It smells weird. It smells weird. It totally...
I have it at home, and it's just like, if I touch the bottle accidentally, wash your hands.
You're scaring them. It totally smells weird for sure. It adds this nice richness, and it's really salty without adding any... We're not going to add any saltiness to this dish, but it's going to have a little bit of saltiness to it because of the fish sauce. It's great in stir-fried sauces.
Just don't smell it, man.
Just don't smell it.
Just pour it. Oh, I can smell it. Yeah.
Just don't smell it. So a tablespoon of fish sauce.
Into the garlic.
We're also going to put in some soy sauce. I have tamari. It's gluten-free. It's fermented. It is low sodium, so it's still going to be a little bit salty, but not as crazy salty as regular soy sauce.
All right.
Too much for me.
This chicken's done.
Sweet. Yeah, you can just move it off there then. So 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. And we're going to use some peanut oil. This is going in our dressing, so the peanut oil is nice, gives a little bit of flavor. If you don't have peanut oil, use olive oil, that's fine, or you can mix it up and use like a walnut oil. Any of those are going to work. The reason we don't use coconut for this is because coconut is solid and it doesn't work for dressings. It's just going to be lumpy and that's not awesome. So a couple of tablespoons of the peanut oil. So quiet without that chicken sizzle.
I know. Sizzle.
And, got a little bit of lime left. That's going to go into, should have left more for the sauce, but the chicken should be limey. Come on, lime, give us your juice.
Dish it out.
It's just juice. And that, my friends, is pretty close to it.
This is
Look at that.
chicken vermicelli.
Look at that.
Beauty.
Anything left in any of these?
Not much.
All right.
Shake it up.
That's all good to go. Voila. So this, we want all of that in. You don't want to lose any of it. Here's my bowl. So this whole thing is just going to go right over top of that.
If you want different, this might be easier.
It might be.
Yeah.
There you are. And you can toss the chicken in here as well. I love, my other secret to cooking is that I love dishes that you cook like in one pan or pretty close to one pan and that are served in one bowl.
For sure.
I love one bowl recipes.
Actually, I don't want to get all that in there.
It's just oil, no. I don't want to lose any of our dressing now.
Yeah.
Mmm. Smells good.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
I think the chicken's going to taste like chicken.
Limey garlicky chicken?
Yeah.
Better taste like limey garlicky chicken.
That.
All right, and then we toss everything in. The recipe calls for cashews on top. I'm not a big cashew fan, so I didn't bring cashews. I brought peanuts.
Love.
You could use any type of nut you want on it. You don't need nuts on it if you don't want nuts. The only thing with the recipe, though, if you do use nuts, don't toss them in the salad. Just put them on each little individual bowl because leftover nuts aren't good. They get all really soggy and they're not crunchy anymore because they absorb the dressing. So for lunch, you're going to have these little soggy nut bits in your noodles, and that's not awesome. So
We don't want soggy nuts.
Totally don't want soggy nuts.
We don't want soggy nuts.
Oh, I'm making a mess. It's okay.
Yeah, and that's a great thing, though, with this recipe, too, in terms of the nuts, is any nuts will do. Pick your favorite. Great source of fat, so throw it on. Would avocado go well?
In here? Yeah, the avocado would go really well. I probably wouldn't toss it in because it would get really mashed up.
Yeah.
But you could slice that by a nice fan and put it on top of everyone's
Yeah.
dish. It's really fresh. It would go well with the fresh ingredients in here for sure.
So same with the nuts. Just throw avocado on or nuts on when you're about to eat it.
Yeah, and again, the leftover avocado is probably going to get a little mushy and brown, so it's best to just put it on each individual serving or have it on the side and people can
Exactly.
add it in themselves. And that is messy, but done.
Lovely. Colorful. It looks like Christmas.
Can we see it?
No.
A little bit?
Can you guys see it? Probably not. It's
I
there
can smell
though.
it and see it.
It looks beautiful. Let me smell. Oh my god, that smells so good.
You over the fish sauce?
Yeah. Can we try a bite?
Yeah, for sure. Where are the forks?
Right here. Can we take a bite right out of the bowl and
Yeah.
be that?
We can do that.
Awesome.
Some veggies in there. Mm-hmm.
Primo.
Crunchy, fresh, flavorful. Yeah.
Oh, the chicken tastes amazing with that lime and the garlic on it.
So
Incredible.
simple. Marinades are I always avoid marinades. This one, fast and easy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now we know how to make chicken vermicelli. It's wonderful. You can serve it at dinner parties, for your family, for yourself. Take it to work the next day. Lots of things to do with it. So thank you, McKinley, for our first little cooking video.
Very much my pleasure.
There'll be plenty more to come, so stay tuned and see you soon. Bye. Cool.